I'm going to show you how to create a handout like a teacher creates a handout. I'm going to do it with an easy one, and I'm going to make another handout with a more challenging one. All right, so first, you find your text that you want. So I'm going to start, I'm going to put, let's see, so highlight, but then you can scroll all the way down and click Shift and then click. All right, so that will make everything you want highlight, and everything you don't want, it'll kick it out. So then Control plus C is what you press. Then you're going to go into your notebook and you're going to Control V to paste it in. All right, so you'll notice that some things from the website are showing up here that we don't want in here. So I'm going to fix it. First of all, I'm going to put the title up here. Am I the enemy or the hero? All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. I don't have to get rid of all of these links because sometimes links take us somewhere really important, but you can tell when there's extra stuff. Like this stuff we don't need. It's like an ad or it's sending somebody to another part of the website. We don't need it. Let's see. You can also tell where paragraphs start, but you want to have an extra space. Since you're the teacher, you want to make it easy. All right, we're going to get rid of that, delete that. So every time there's a new paragraph, we're going to make it really clear to our students that there's a new paragraph. We're going to keep deleting everything that is extra, that's just for the website. Okay. Then, let's see, just quickly look over it again. I think, oh yeah, this is a new paragraph because the arrow recognized that. So there we go. All right. This was also a new one. So sometimes it can take a little bit to figure out where the paragraphs break, and that's okay. All right, this is, well, first Control A. All right, click on this, and then we'll do what we did before. Going to press Shift, and then click at the end of what we want. We're going to make the font and the spacing really easy. So we're going to make it 12-point font. We're going to space it, let's see here, paragraphs, spacing. If you press Control 2, it'll double space it for you. Okay. All right, I'm going to start over. Okay. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to make a handout from a text, just like a teacher would. All right, so the first step is have a really great text. When asked to find something, you need to do a search, yes, but you also need to be picky. It's easy to tell when people pick one of the first things they see, partly because it might not be very interesting to the reader, but also because they'll pick something that they don't really care much about. So be picky, pick something you want to talk about. You don't want to be a teacher who picks things that are completely boring to everybody, the students, and to you. So first, what you do is you start highlighting. Now, this can be frustrating when it's a long one. So after the beginning, press Shift, and then just scroll down to the bottom. Scroll down to the bottom, press Shift, and then the end of what you want. All right, it will highlight everything. So it's better than Select All because Select All has all these extra things you don't need. This way it only has a couple extra things you don't need. Then you press Copy, then you go into your notebook. You just, in your Work in Progress section, you're going to start an untitled page. You're going to paste it in here. You can also Control V to paste. All right. Then I'm going to put the title, which is Am I the Enemy or the Hero? All right. Then you're going to go back to the site you got it from, and you're going to copy the URL. And you're going to give this source credit from Sweeney's website. Then I'm just going to link it there. All right. So next is the process of, and if you're fussy like me, you'll center what you just typed. Next is the process of keeping what you want and getting rid of what your students won't be benefited by. So flatten by the curve, that's just something extra. It's not the title, it's not the date, it's not the website, it's not the author, so we're good. All right, then, let's see. We have extra things here. So look, this is something that was on the side before. It's not part of this text. So teachers don't want to distract your students with things that don't even belong. All right, then when you notice a new paragraph, you're going to have a space. That's going to make it easier for your students to discuss it and to find things that you bring up when you discuss. All right, then you're going to continue getting rid of these things and adding extra spaces. All right, let's see, I can tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but there's a tiny little bit of space extra there to give you a hint. All right. And then here's another ad that was on the side. I'm going to get rid of that. Put in extra space. Put in extra space here. Put in extra space here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole thing again like before. I'm going to put the cursor at the very beginning. Scroll down. Press Shift. Put the cursor at the end. And then I'm going to make it a nicer, easier font to read. All right, so I'm going to pick Anxana as one. Let's see. Because it was so big before, you won't want it really small, but you want it 12-point font. Okay, a little bit bigger here since it's going in the notebooks. All right, this is about what a 12-point font normally looks like. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put paragraph numbers in brackets. Just add the paragraph numbers so when your students bring it up, they can direct each other to where they're talking about. All right. And the more you do this, the easier it will be. Okay. 6, 7, 8. What's this? The reason we use brackets is because the authors sometimes use parentheses, and we don't want to accidentally think that it's something that the author did. You want to always let your students know that it's something you did, that you're just formatting it so they can discuss it. So this has 12 paragraphs. It's easy to read, and now you're ready to share it with your students. Of course, you probably would want to change the color of this font to black to match the rest. You can do that for other parts too. It's nice to keep some links in there because the links direct you to new information that will help you understand the context better. All right, so there's that one.